something that you think has gotten worse over the years. I was a teacher for 30 years, and I noticed a huge change in how parents treated us. When I first started, parents would actually work with us to help their kids. If a student was struggling, the parents would ask how they could help at home. If a student misbehaved, the parents would discipline them and make sure it didn't happen again. But over the years, I noticed a shift. Parents started blaming teachers for everything. If a student was struggling, it was the teacher's fault for not teaching them properly. If a student misbehaved, it was the teacher's fault for not handling it correctly. I remember one time I had a student who was constantly disruptive in class. I called his parents to discuss it, and they told me it was my fault for not keeping him engaged. They said I needed to find a way to make the material more interesting for him. I was shocked. I had never heard anything like that before. It was frustrating because I was doing everything I could to help my students, but it felt like I was constantly being blamed for things that were out of my control. I retired a few years ago, and I don't miss dealing with parents like that. I love teaching, but it was exhausting having to constantly defend myself against parents who didn't want to take responsibility for their own children.